Welcome to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena. The Bon Secours Wellness Arena is a non-smoking facility. We will have a smoking deck located at section 106. In case of any emergency, walk to the nearest exit. Exits are located on the main concourse level. If an accident occurs, first aid is available at section 105. Please feel free to use cameras, both video and still, during this event, but no bullhorns or any other noise-making devices. Remember, we ask that you stay in your ticketed seat throughout the duration of the ceremony. Please wear your mask as you move through the Bon Secours Wellness Arena and observe the 6-foot social distancing rule. We would like to thank each and every one of you for coming here to share this momentous occasion with our graduates. At this time, will everyone please rise and remain standing in honor of every graduate of the Greenville High School's graduating class of 2020.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, to the invisible, for liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good evening. I'm Millard Putnam, Senior Class Treasurer. When I look back on the past 4 years, I have seen us grow together as a class. We came from many different middle schools, but we transformed into dedicated and hardworking Raiders. I'm proud to say we have excelled through academics, sports, drama, debate, student government, community service, band and strings, mini clubs, and extracurricular activities. Over the past 4 years, we've been creative with our time and talents, dressed in a variety of costumes, and raised over $800,000 for local charities during our annual Spirit Week fundraising event. We lived through snow days, hurricanes, and now the coronavirus, and proven that we can conquer and prevail through any uncertainty. Thank you to Mr. Warren, faculty, and the administration for providing great leadership and a positive learning environment. Thank you for being our mentors, our friends, and for keeping us on track. Today marks the end of our time together at Greenville High, a time that was unfortunately cut short. As we all go our separate ways to work, to college, or to military service, stay dedicated and remember, once a Raider, always a Raider. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Good afternoon. My name is George Dunlap, and welcome to the 2020 Greenville Senior High graduation ceremony. First, I want to thank Mr. Warren and the Board of Trustees for organizing this graduation. Thank you for allowing us to walk across the stage, as many other seniors will not get this opportunity. Next, I would like to thank all of the teachers for working tirelessly to better our lives through education. Y'all have inspired so many of us and to pursue our dreams, and we are forever grateful. Most importantly, I would like to thank all of the parents and guardians who cared for these graduates. Even though sometimes it may not seem like it, we love all of you, and we would not have made it to where we are without your guidance. Finally, I would like to say that I am so proud to be a part of the class of 2020. Even though this has been an extremely strange year, we adapted, some better than others, and completed this chapter in our lives. I will cherish the memories that I've made with all of you over these 4 years, from C-Team basketball, baseball, student council, and many others. I can truly say it has been the best time of my life. Thank you, and go Raiders.
Hello, friends. I'm Allison Hughes, and I'll be reading Believing in You by Catherine Pulsifer. Never stop believing in yourself. When others doubt, don't you. Do what you love to do. No one knows better than you. Life is too short to live others' dreams. Follow your own dream. Push yourself to reach your goals and live the life you once dreamed. Trust your instinct. Be true to yourself. You know what is right for you. Never give up or give in. Forget the words, "I don't know how." You can learn, you can research, you can do. Your mind is powerful. When you believe you can, you will find a way. Don't waste a day. Persist and persevere. Do not fear, because if you believe in you, you will find dreams can come true. May all your dreams turn into goals. Believe in yourself, and remember, all of life is a choice. The decision is up to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm CJ Arnold, for those of you who don't know me. If I can find my speech. There you go. I'd like to start by taking a moment to recognize the many people who have supported me over these past few years, fostering an environment that led me to stand here before you today. I'd like to thank all my teachers who pushed me to pursue academic excellence rather than allowing me to coast. I'd like to thank my coaches who were less concerned with my athletic performance and more concerned with me improving mentally, morally, and physically. I'd like to thank my church leaders for facilitating my walk with God and for being there for me during tough times. And most of all, I'd like to thank my parents who not only pushed me, but embodied the principles that they pushed me to pursue. And finally, I'd like to thank you all for the honor to speak on your behalf at our graduation ceremony. I'd like to congratulate you, class of 2020, for surviving one of the biggest world events that anyone has ever seen or experienced, for surviving all of the Instagram challenges, the surprise beach trips, the second surprise beach trips, and the unhealthy sleep schedules that our quarantine mostly consisted of. But class of 2020, you made it, and today we get to celebrate. Something is special about this day, graduation, that is different from any other time in our lives. Yesterday, we celebrated GPA and class rank, and we had SAT and ACT scores to separate us. Tomorrow, we'll begin our separate paths leading towards different careers and colleges. We come from diverse backgrounds, and we each have our own unique story that has led us to this moment. Yet today, we stand here together as equals. We're all wearing the same cap and gown. We're all receiving the same diploma, and we're all getting to celebrate this achievement together. For some of you, you may be the first in your family to be receiving this diploma. For others, it may have been something long expected. But this diploma is not to be taken for granted. Every one of you worked hard for this and put in countless hours in and out of the classroom to do so. This is no small feat, and each and every one of you should feel special today. Clap it up for yourselves. As some of you might know, most of my classes occurred in a classroom occupied physically only by me. That time alone in room 243 has left me a lot of time to think about what I wanted to say today. Should I talk about the hard work and determination it requires to be successful? Should I talk about not giving up, even when it feels like the whole world is against you? Now, those are great and important things, but that advice seems somewhat overused in comparison to something I believe to be far more valuable. I invested a lot of time and energy into academics and athletics over the past few years, and I was able to accomplish a lot. I earned the title of Salutatorian, got a great score on the SAT and ACT. I got to be the team captain of our track team and got to be starting linebacker for most of my senior football season at a whopping 178 pounds. Of course, I can't complain because Roscoe did it at 100. But despite these great achievements, I was left unsatisfied. The rush of adrenaline I got from getting a high SAT score or an interception only really lasted a couple of seconds before fading away, leaving me hungry for the next thing I could work towards. It left me wondering what accomplishments would shape my future life in the most significant way. I've found out over the course of this past year that it's not the accomplishments I will carry with me for the rest of my life, but rather the close relationships I developed, the lives I was able to touch, and the mentors that have supported me along the way. This is not to say that pursuing excellence and having goals is a bad thing. In fact, it's a great thing, but it's not worth sacrificing relationships to do so. I made the mistake of putting time spent towards achieving my goals ahead of time spent towards building stronger relationships with my friends and family for most of my high school career, and it left me empty and unfulfilled. I'm lucky that I've been able to learn from this mistake and have made amends to faded relationships. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't make the same mistake I did. The people around you are far more valuable than any accomplishment you could ever achieve. Now, how do you, class of 2020, motivate yourselves going forward? Rather than working and allocating your time to improve your own performance or accomplish a certain goal, invest your time into bettering others and expect God's great reward for that. Ask yourself, how can I inspire others today, rather than seeking to be inspired? Ask yourself, how can I serve those around me today, rather than seeking to be served? Work hard, not for yourself, but for the good that you can bring to others and the glory you can bring to God. It doesn't matter as much what you do, but why you do it. This is how you change the world. Class of 2020, the future is in your hands, whether you like it or not. Be the best version of yourself every day and live every moment for God, and you will live life with no regrets. I couldn't be more proud to be a part of this class. No matter where you go or where you end up in life, never stop bleeding Raider red. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing what this class will accomplish in the future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Margaret Wilson, this year's Valedictorian, and I'm so honored to be standing in front of all of you today. When I met with, or really had a video call with, the other graduation speakers a few weeks ago, we reflected on the class of 2020 in an attempt to brainstorm one word to sum up our class. Only one word to describe such a unique class seemed impossible, but we decided on the word dedicated. But as Ms. Stokes would say, so what? What does the word dedicated mean to our class as a whole? First, I thought about our dedication to academics. Most Red Raiders take at least one honors or AP class during their 4 years. We have numerous students who have earned academic scholarships, and we even have 3 national merit finalists. But our class is dedicated to more than academics, and that is what sets us apart. We are dedicated to Greenville High as a whole. We are, of course, extremely dedicated to athletics, with multiple championship titles and all-region players to show for that dedication. We even have several varsity teams with the highest combined GPA in the region. But that isn't all. During high school, our class has gotten involved in things like speech and debate, marching band, step team, ceramics, and even a recycling club. Everyone has shown dedication to Greenville High in one way or another. And all of this dedication has led to one thing: success, achievement, this graduation today. So if you learn one thing from Greenville High, learn that dedication equals success. The question now is, what's next? Your journey does not stop today. You have to set new goals and strive for success somewhere else. So what is the next thing you're going to dedicate yourself to? Is it engineering at Clemson? Is it using what you learned at the Donaldson Center and joining the workforce? Is it the armed services, undergraduate research, Greek life at an SEC school? No path is inferior as long as you are dedicated to it. So you've seen the proof right here at Greenville High. But high school is just a taste test for the rest of our lives. So I challenge you to keep dedicating yourself to areas of life you want to be successful. For me, I plan on dedicating my next 4 years to Wake Forest, figuring out my career path, and trying to avoid being known only as Karen Wilson's little sister. But everyone is unique, and every single one of you has the ability to be successful. You've shown it by being here today. You've dedicated the past 4 years of your life to dear old Greenville High, and now, for probably the first time in your life, you get to decide where you will dedicate the rest of it. The choice is yours. Best of luck. Thank you, class of 2020 and Greenville High, for some great memories. Time to make some more.
Mr. Warren, faculty members, fellow students, family, and friends, welcome. My name is Leighton Powell, Senior Class President, and it is a true honor to be speaking in front of you today. We never thought this day would come. And no, it did not end at all like we expected. The day is here, and I'm sorry it is, because it means leaving who inspire me, teachers who are mentors, people who have shaped my life and my fellow students' lives profoundly and forever. And this is the day we say goodbye to our 4 years at Greenville High School. Considering all that is going on in our world today, I feel we must acknowledge our spirit and dedication to finish strong as a class, no matter what obstacles has been put in our way. Webster's dictionary defines dedication as self-sacrificing devotion and loyalty. This is something we have all learned about these past few months, more than we ever wanted to know. Thank you to all the students, teachers, faculty, our families, and our nation for showing us what dedication looks like. Our time at Greenville High went by fast. Just like our parents said, yes, they were right again. As we are ending this part of our journey, I hope that we can measure our time at Greenville High with friendships, memories, and an eternal bond as Red Raiders. Today, we say goodbye to high school, but as Winnie the Pooh said, how lucky am I to have had something that makes saying goodbye so hard? In closing, I have a quote from my dad that I have heard daily for many years. Never be the slowest antelope. This one seems odd, but I have found it to be most true in most all situations. The slowest antelope is in the back of its pack, making it the antelope who falls victim to the hungry lion. So, the wise advice given to me by my father is to wake up, run fast and hard, and be the best that I can be. So, friends, let's all run and run fast towards our futures and chase our dreams. Congratulations and good luck to my fellow graduates of the class of 2020. Wherever we go, whatever we do, may we always be friends when we meet again.
On behalf of our Board of Trustees, and I'd like to thank them for being in attendance. 4 of them are here. Linda Leventis Wells, Michelle Goodwin Caldwell, Derek Lewis, and Brenda Morrison Fair. Our superintendent, Dr. Royster, our faculty and staff, welcome to the graduation exercises of Greenville Senior High Academy of Law, Finance, and Business, class of 2020. If I am completely honest, I must say I've had many days in the last 2 months when I did not truly believe I would be able to stand in front of these wonderful young people and wear this robe that makes me look so good. But we are here, and I believe everyone in the building realizes to a greater extent just how difficult this has been to plan and implement. It has been a group effort to do this for you, our students. District staff members have worked tirelessly to plan and coordinate with city officials, law enforcement, arena staff to make this happen. There are many district building service staff, our school custodian staff, who are working after every graduation to clean thoroughly every seat that was used this morning, and everything will be ready again tomorrow. Even your teachers typically would all be able to sit on the floor with all of you relax, and watch graduation, but instead, about 90% of our staff have been used as key components of the ceremony to ensure that all the guidelines are followed and you know where to go since we couldn't rehearse. Once this plan was established, Mrs. Sterling and other staff have worked around the clock to plan and then implement that plan, all to get you in here safely, have the ceremony, and even have everyone exit just as safely in a little while. If you could, let's take a moment to thank our school, district staff, arena, local officials, and law enforcement for coming together to make this happen for the class of 2020. As we celebrate these new graduates, I would also like to acknowledge 2 members of our faculty who are retiring. Typically, they would be on the floor and I would have them stand, but I'm not actually sure where they're at in the arena and stationed, so I'll simply speak about them. Jean Henson has been a state employee for 29 years, 19 years as a high school teacher, and the last 16 years at Greenville High in our English department. He has also led the efforts to organize prom for many years, and in general is a representative figure of Red Raider spirit on our faculty. Gene is not ending all work. He's not even truly leaving education just yet. So we wish him well as he officially retires and moves on to this next phase of life. Thank you, Gene, for your contribution to Greenville High School. Dr. Vicki Toney has been at Greenville High for only 3 years, but she has been in education for 43. I have had the great privilege of working with her at 3 different times while she was in 3 different roles at other schools. And I appreciate her helping out our math department and our school by finishing out her time here at Greenville High with me. Thank you, Vicki, for your service. You know, as I listened to CJ and Margaret speak, I was thinking it is common to hear people talk about this generation of students, no offense, you guys, with some cynicism. It's common lately to hear people talk about public education in general at times in a negative way. But I take comfort when I work with young people like these two. When I hear them speak, I take comfort and know that we are going to be in good hands. These seniors sitting before me did not get here on their own. I would like to extend my appreciation to the people here today, but also to all of the parents, grandparents, step-parents, mentors, and friends who have encouraged, supported, and provided help for these young men and women about to graduate today that could not be here to participate due to the limited seating we could provide. I am certain these students could not have made it without you. Please join me and students big time. Let's show appreciation to all of the family members here today and those watching via live stream. This class is quite special. Collectively, as a group, they are the highest achieving class academically that I've had as a principal. Here to tell you a little more about them is our student body president, Lucy Castles.
It has been an honor not only to be the student body president of Greenville Senior High, but also to be a part of this extremely special class of 2020. As a class, we have done so many phenomenal things. From growing our fine arts department, excelling in our athletics, winning the district athletic GPA contest 3 out of our 4 years, starting clubs and leading them well. Sorry, lost my place. Just to name a few things, we are a key component of the major increase in AP class enrollment and the high achievement in those classes at Greenville High. This is shown through our test scores and the number of AP scholars we have. The school has also been named one of America's best high schools by the U.S. News and one of America's most challenging high schools by the Washington Post every year that we've been here. In our 4 years, we have raised over $800,000 for local charities with our Spirit Weeks including raising over $250,000 this year and beating J.L. Mann for the second year in a row. In addition, our class has over $14.6 million in scholarship offers. The class of 2020 has done so much throughout our 4 years here, and we have been through a lot these last few months. I am immensely proud at how we have handled ourselves with grace and dignity, and am even prouder to say that I'm a Red Raider from the class of 2020. Thank you, and go Raiders.
Thank you, Lucy. At Greenville High, students have the opportunity to earn more than just a high school diploma. Our goal is that students leave us with either college credit from taking college courses while in high school, or from taking AP courses and scoring high enough on the exams that they have taken courses at our Career Center where they receive a certification to gain valuable experience in a career or participate in an internship. As a district, we refer to this as G+, and at the state level, the concept is referred to as college and career ready. Seniors, if you were named as a completer by taking career courses and being certified in a particular area of career and technology classes, perhaps at the Career Center or at Greenville High, you've been highlighted in the program, and you also have a green and yellow striped cord, if I'm correct. I would like to take a moment, normally you have a ceremony, but I would like to have, if you're a completer, stand at this time if you're a senior. I'd like you to be recognized since you had to miss out on your other ceremony. Thank you very much. In addition, this is the first year that we have presented a cord to all the students that the state of South Carolina has recognized as college or career ready as they graduate as part of our G+ initiative in this district. You will notice them as they walk across the stage. They will have a black colored cord, and roughly 85% of our class has been able to wear that. Class of 2020, today you will earn the distinguished honor of being a graduate of Greenville Senior High School. Think through for a moment those first years in kindergarten and first grade learning to read. Your journey continued through middle school. As I told you on the first day of school this year, we heard about you before you even arrived at Greenville High. Your middle school teachers let us know we were getting a superb group of students, and I can say now, after 4 years, you did not disappoint. I told you on the first day of school this year, I had been watching and waiting for you to be seniors, to see just what you were going to do and how you were going to make an impact. From academic teams to theater to the athletic field, so many things were coming to a wonderful culmination with your class, the class of 2020. I'm so sorry that you did not get your full year to show everyone what it could be. I am sorry, but I am proud of you all. I am proud that your lives were upended and you had to do school in a different way and you finished. I'm proud of your first 3 years and 5 months, and the last 3 months do not define you or represent your experience at Greenville High. Many of you now are going to college. Some of you are joining the military. Others are joining the workforce directly. Each year I take opportunities to point out to all of our students the Alumni Wall of Fame featured in the lobby of our school. On that wall are outstanding individuals who have made an impact at the local, state, or national level, and in some cases the world. I've reminded you all for 4 years, they did not know when they were your age they would be on that wall. They sat in seats like this at their graduation ceremony. They did not know they'd be famous, just like you do not know, but they never stopped learning and they worked very hard. You'll now go out into the world, and I wonder what it will say on your plaque one day. What ambitions do you have? And how many of you will one day be on our wall at Greenville High? This is just the beginning. Class of 2020, I'm so proud that in just a few moments I will be able to welcome you into what is a select and privileged group of people. COVID-19 will not stop our country, and it will not stop all of you from becoming alumni of the Greenville Senior High School. Congratulations. For all of you in the audience, Greenville High has a tradition of excellence for over 130 years. This graduation ceremony has been a solemn occasion designed to highlight the achievements of our graduates. It's a never-to-be-forgotten moment in the lives of the members of this senior class. I am going to ask that you be quiet and respectful during the next portion of the ceremony. In fact, I can't think of one class that deserves a respectful ceremony where each name can be heard more than this one. But I do know that some of you are just itching to let all of the feelings of love and support that you have for your children out. So families, let's take a moment and show them just how much we love them and get all these yells and cheers out of the way. Let's hear it. We don't have as many, so we have to work a little extra hard to be heard this year. All right. There we go. Some of us got it. Now that all of the yells and the cheers are out of the way, and I truly ask that we have them all out of the way for now, I will ask two students, Jaden Hill Mims and Karina Bustamante, to read a short request of all of you in the audience on behalf of the class of 2020. Jaden.
Dear family and friends of Class of 2020, thank you for coming to celebrate this very special occasion. We have worked very hard over the years for this honor and are excited to walk across the stage to receive our diplomas. We, the Class of 2020, ask you to honor us by giving each graduate their time and their spotlight as they walk across the stage. Please do not yell, clap, or cheer when our names are called. You love us, we know this. You support us, we know this also. But when you interrupt the ceremony, regardless of your good intentions, you rob us of our spotlight. When you clap, all eyes in the arena turn to you, when they should be on us. When you cheer, everyone's attention is on you, and none of it is on us. Again, we simply ask that you hold your applause until after all the names have been called, so you do not rob or steal the spotlight away from us during this brief yet monumental time of our lives. Again, thank you for coming and all that you have done for us. With love, Class of 2020.
Buenas tardes. En una nota personal, los estudiantes de la clase del 2020 escribieron una carta y pidieron que se leyera antes del comienzo de la ceremonia. Querida familia y amigos de la clase del 2020, gracias por venir a celebrar esta ocasión tan especial. Hemos trabajado muy duro a lo largo de los años por este honor y estamos emocionados de cruzar el escenario para recibir nuestros diplomas. Nosotros, la clase del 2020, le pedimos que nos honre a dar a cada graduado su tiempo y su atención mientras caminamos por el escenario. Por favor, no grite o aplauda cuando llame nuestros nombres. Ustedes nos quieren, eso lo sabemos, y nos apoyan. Pero cuando interrumpe la ceremonia, independientemente de sus buenas intenciones, nos roba nuestra atención, nuestro tiempo especial. Cuando aplaudes, todos los ojos se vuelven hacia ti, cuando deberían estar sobre nosotros. Cuando gritas, la atención de todos está en ti y nada de eso está en nosotros. De nuevo, simplemente le pedimos que mantenga sus aplausos hasta después de que todos los nombres hayan sido llamados, para que no nos robe la atención durante este breve momento de nuestras vidas. Nuevamente, gracias por venir y por todo lo que han hecho por nosotros. Con mucho amor, la clase del 2020.
Thank you, Jaden and Karina. Family members may stand in recognition of your student when his or her name is called, but please do refrain from making any noise for the rest of the ceremony. This year, I believe it would be appropriate to treat the silence after each name as a small moment of silence for the opportunities they missed these last 2 months. Thank you very much for your cooperation and assistance. Parents, I do apologize. I need to give just some reminder instructions to the students, as we have not practiced this in really any way other than videos. But I am confident, both in the class of 2020 and in our staff, that everything is going to go smoothly. Students, a section leader will let you know when to move and in what direction. Please remain separated and use social distance while you are moving. Most of the time, there'll be marks on the floor. You'll enter the stage following your leader here. When you exit, you'll have a leader to point you in the right direction. When you come on stage, you'll be handed your diploma, and then you'll step up to wait, and then when they call your name, walk and stand on the other side where there's a place for you marked on the other side of that glass divider. And for a brief moment, we will look at the photographer for a photo opportunity, and that will be available after the ceremony, free to you all. Thank you to the school district for making that opportunity happen as well. All right, and now we will have the presentation of diplomas.
Valedictorian Margaret Anna Wilson with academic honors. Salutatorian Charles Joseph Arnold with academic honors. Jaden Ashanti Hill Mims. Miller Catherine Putnam. George Hayward Dunlap IV with academic honors. Allison Breeden Hughes with academic honors. Leighton Fuller Powell with academic honors. Louise Buxton Castles. Karina Bustamante. Now presenting the candidates for Business Magnet Distinction. Jemiah Faith Ashmore. William O'Neill Baumhofer with academic honors. Aaron Riley Brock. Renisha Rodrika Butler. Marissa Lauren Casto. Shaylin Ashanti Clark. Madeline Elizabeth Combs. Aiden Maya Dean. Michaela Nichelle Dotson. Yeshanda Tiaja Drummond. Holly Nicole Dumpert. Campbell Ramsey Farnsworth. Baron Lamar Franks II.
Kishla Viviana Fuentes Ortega in absentia. Camilo Gonzalez. Stephen Camario Andre Harrison, Jr. Diana Chantel Henry. Majesty Tyleon Jenkins. Benjamin Elijah Jones. Jessica Guadalupe Juarez Olivares. Jada Isaiah King. Daquez Javante McKinney. Michelle Brittany Moon. Mary Catherine Moyd. Karen Para Carvajal. Tamia Adaria Patterson. Megan Alexandria Phillips. Roger Bailey Pittman. Anna Havens Rice with academic honors. Naeem Najee Seabrook in absentia. Jillian Delmari Shaw. Zion Xavier Shepard. Shakira Nakiel Smith. Shantanique Zamaya Smith. Jeremiah David Stuckey. Jalen Malik Tate. Linda Akia Marie Taylor. Lauren Annabelle Trusty. Nakaya Naomi Wharton. David Genesis Leon Weidman.
Presenting the candidates for Law Magnet Distinction, Alejandria Narumi Agura Kishiru. Sophie Zamina Vegas. Kaden Nicole Bimmer. Declan Leo Belinky. Jamisha Misha Bonaparte. Alexis Bustamante. Josie Joanne Sepik. Brooklyn Michelle Dreer. James Courtney Dunn. Braden Jacob Galinsky. Oscar Daniel Gutierrez. Leonardo Hernandez, Jr. Jada Alyssa Hayward. Henry Leo Hill. Claire Elizabeth Hickson. Andy Ho. Madeline Grace Hopkins with academic honors. Deasia Makisha Johnson. Maggie Elaine Jones. Catherine Ann Kerfink. Janae Atya Little. Yvette Lopez Perez. Davis Marie McNeil. Kenya Mendoza Rodriguez. Patrick Robert Mayer with academic honors. Miranda Jordan Norwood. Jayla Karma Nicole Perry. Felipe de Jesus Preciado Jimenez. Bryson Cole Rice. Brianna Lena Rios. Jennifer Rodriguez. John Wallace Schultz. Isabella Weeks Sheridan with academic honors. Sierra Renee Salone Lindsay. Jennifer Telez Chavez. Ryan Rhodes Thompson. Vladimir Vargas. Matthew Alexander Watson. Margaret Elizabeth Weisenberg. Kadea Gianna Willoughby. Presenting the candidates for finest magnet distinction. Maquasia Chanel Aishan Beeks. Thomas Davis Bickle with academic honors. Holly Elizabeth Brocklear. Tiaja Chalet Freeman. Daniel Nicole Gardner with dual distinction in business and finance. Mary Hunter Garrett. Christian Johnson. Brian Thomas Landrum with dual distinction in business and finance. Gabrielle Christina LaBelle. Charles Edgar McDonald IV. Stephen Hopkins Reynolds. Benata McCarroll Warnix. Catherine Reynolds Willis. Now continuing with the Greenville High class of 2020. Lisa Marie Abascal with academic honors. Fabian Elijah Adams. Sophie Scott Anderson. Virginia Kate Arrowood. Caroline Olivia Avenger. Kevin Barbosa Castillo in absentia. Leticia Maribel Bartome Felipe. Chase Pearl Beebe with academic honors. Sierra Mackay Benson Kays. Marquise Sanchez Blackwell. Kiera Chantel Blassingame. Kevin Taylor Blessings with academic honors. Malik Brayshawn Bluford. Claire Wood Brazil. Parker Brennan Burnett. Michael Walker Burns with academic honors. Catherine Rachel Balinga. Jamanye DeJames Bird. Daniel Caldron Perez. In absentia, Abigail Faith Campbell. Excuse me, Daniel Caldron Perez. Abigail Faith Campbell. Khadijah Eshawn Cannon. Aixa Gabrielle Cano Hernandez in absentia. Reina Palayo Capio Moreno. Abigail Ann Carroll in absentia. Parker Elizabeth Chastain. Nathan Chin Chia. Spencer Joseph Chia with academic honors. Sarah Marie Childs in absentia. Shayla Shamal Cruz. Jillian Karen Clymer. Takia Sequoia Cobb. J. Marie Nicole Cordero in absentia. Joshua Manuel Cortez. Jamerica Monique Cusar. Kevin Marquez Cright Kelly. Shakala Brianna Crockett. Litzy Cruz Platon. Hampton Hauser Color the 5th. Damari Amir Cunningham. William James Cuney. Kaylee Nelia De La Cruz. Colin Pruitt Deason in absentia. Jamie Nicole Diaz Guevara. Dana Eileen Dobson with academic honors. Bailey Marie Drake in absentia. Aaliyah Marie Duke. Zakai Rodquez Durham. Mary Catherine Edmondson with academic honors. Caleb McCreary Ellis. Kayla Marie Ellis in absentia. Toriana Nyasia Epps. Robert Rowe Farmer. Ava Elizabeth Fisher. Justice Charmaine Foster. Josue Israel Francisco. Robert McConnell Freeland. Thomas Martin Friday. Jamae Amana Galloway. Vanessa Guadalupe Garcia. Peyton Squires Gardner. Ryler Bowler Geddes with academic honors. Townsend Hughes Gillespie. Zachary Ramor Golden. Rogelio Gomez Concepcion.
Patrona Antonio Gonzalez. Zaida Gonzalez Castillo. Alicia Nicole Gray. Blakely Carter Gray. Somalia Naira Ayana Gray. Jaquez Daquan Griffin. Isabella Grace Hall. Michael Neil Harper. Graham Alexander Hartness. Grace McMillan Harvey with academic honors. Azriel Elijah Henderson in absentia. Sophia Seabrook Henry with academic honors. Kate Kavanaugh Herlong. Gracie Cass Heron with academic honors. Ryan Robert Heron with academic honors. Connor McCartney Hibbets. Taylor Mackenzie Heigelman. Ryan Thomas Hill with academic honors. John Bishop Hogue. Davis Douglas Holcomb with academic honors. Desiree Monique Howard. Graham Riddle Howell, Jr. Hayden Whiteman Huey. Elizabeth Kathleen Hungerford with academic honors. Georgiana Joy Beth Hazel Hunt. Jaden Centaya Hunter. Isaiah Brooke Hutcherson. Nikolai Alexander Hutton. Oscar Ignacio Bello. Adamari Ignacio Ojeda. Zanaya Taish Jenkins. Henry Harold Johnson IV. Quentin Nicholas Johnson II. Reginald Clifton Johnson II. Mary Grayson Johnstone in absentia. Indonesia Array Jones. Jada Amaya Jones, in absentia. Catherine Copeland Jones with academic honors. Michael Rankin Jopling. Catherine Guadalupe Juarez Lopez. Charles David Kellett. Lonnie Lamar Tequavius Kilgore, Jr. Jalen Sean Christopher Knox. Caleb Joseph Crawl. Calvin Maurice Langston. Cassidy Nicole Langford. Nyla Olivia Lara. Destiny Alexis Lee. Jaden Wesley Littleton in absentia. Carson Riley Logan. Jaime Lopez Claupe. Paolo Lopez Panjo. Yesenia Lopez Gonzalez. Alston Ann Middleton Lucas. Thaddeus Creighton Lyda. Nikia Tiana Madison. Jaquavius DeVerrier Major. Abner Juan Martinez. Aaron Martinez. Martin Martinez Garado. Ahmad Jose Mays. Claire Elizabeth McCoy. Michael Lee McEwen. Maureen Celia McFall. Sebastian Ethan McGee with academic honors. Garrison Vermont McMillan. Kayla Danielle Meadows. Tanner Patrick Masarick. Emily Grace Myers. Andrea Miguel. Jalen Andrew Miller. Alondra Minero Aguilar. Mary Lou Mia Morse. Luz Elena Navarrete Leyva. Christian Turner Newman. Jamesia Faith Zakai Newman. Malik Kewan Norris. Patricia Michelle Nunez Gomez. Chance Alexander Oliver.
Deadrian Amaje Parker. Zabriah Unique Palmer. Jamal Nassim Josiah Parks. Gildardo Perez Munoz. Sophie Maria Pitney. William Marshall Pitts. Elizabeth Grace Plocky. Janicia Desiree Pope. Elizabeth Carlisle Poole. Fajari Onavion Quashan Powers. Sarah Cates Presley. John Arthur Quattlebaum. Brandon Jusel Kahadi Kayayas. Odalis Paula Quino Cooks. Samantha L. Quintana. Johan Alicia Ramirez Beltran. Kimberly Reyes. Emily Faye Reynolds. William Wade Reynolds. Hudson Behringer Riddle. Mackenzie Ryan Ritchie. Soshi Itzel Rodriguez Durantes. Sade Itiana Monique Rose. Helen Geiger Bella Roseman. Aline Rubio. Claire Ruth Savage. Anna Rush Schultz with academic honors. Gordon David C. III with academic honors. Silvana Nitschka Sebastian. Nicholas Sebastian Francisco. Benjamin Sebastian Juan. Andrea Sebastian Mateo. Carrie Elizabeth Sellers. Bridget Darlene Silva. Shantae Mercedes Simmons. Olivia Corinth Sitton. Emma Kari Skelton. Elizabeth Kennedy Smith. Jaleesa Enel Smith in abstention. Lucy Barbara Smith with academic honors. Riley Howell Smith. Mary Peace Solis Salazar. Esteban Sosa Cortez. Taylor Soto. Riley McCall Sutherland. Sanaya Southers. Tamari Keelis Span. Garrett David Steck, Jr. with academic honors. Jaden Dwayne Stewart. Ekaterina Seville Stocker. Catherine Arquette Stolarski. Janiah Yvette Sullivan. George August Suter. Sarah Elizabeth Sutphin. Joshua Luis Tapia. Emma Kathleen Taylor with academic honors. Cedriana Charisse Credasia Thompson. Kadasia Divine Thompson. Joshua Charles Tiddy with academic honors. Hamlin Ava Timmons. Lisbeth Torres Cruz. Ariana Marie Triplett. Ashton Page Trump. Bowden Ellis Wallace. Cormac Goodman Wallace. James Christopher Ware. Kwame Lamar Warnex. Robin Warwick. Charles Edgar Westbury. Carlo Damon White II. Michaela May Whiteside. Amari Shaman Williams. Elizabeth Rose Williams. Zacharias Damon Williams. Demasia Contrez Wilson. Mariana Alita Wilson. Jack Douglas Wright. Caroline McFarland Yarborough. Summer Mache Young.
Y'all waited a long time, so if y'all want to clap real loud for a bit, y'all go for it. At this time, students, I'm going to ask our superintendent, Dr. Burke Royster. He'll be coming to confirm you as graduates. And this year, we have an unusual situation of some time. Some students are walking around the concourse, but I believe they are almost done. And when they are, we will have our confirmation.
Good evening, graduates. This is a different year, and I don't have to tell you that. Normally, I would simply stand in front of you and confer upon you your status as a graduate. But because this year has been so unique, I want to take just a few minutes to share a few thoughts with you before I confer upon you that which you have come here today to receive. I firmly believe that adversity reveals and it measures character. And this pandemic has done both. And I think that your response, not just yours as the Greenville High class of 20, but the response of the more than 5,000 graduates of Greenville County schools this year, can be viewed through the lens of the two mottos of the state of South Carolina. If you look at your diploma, there's a state seal on it. And that state seal has two halves to it. Now, it's so small on there you may not be able to read that. And two of the phrases on there you'll need to be somewhat of a Latin scholar to read, one on each side. In one it says, in the English, prepared in mind and resources. And the other, as I breathe, I hope. I believe those things define not just the aspirations of the citizens of the state of South Carolina, but for you as members of this class. It is the approach that you all have had individually and as a group to deal with this pandemic. And it offers proof of your potential, evidence of it. Because unrealized potential has little or no value. This, as you look around among your fellow graduates, you represent tremendous potential. Anytime I'm with students, whether it's those of you that are members of the Inter-High Council, when I have a chance to talk with students in classes, or talk with them individually, I never walk away from those conversations that they don't fuel my hope for the future. Mr. Warren alluded to this earlier in his comments. Sometimes you all may be viewed with cynicism by those that are older. I do not see you in that light. I see that you provide the hope for the future. I'm fully confident, based on my interactions with you, in my observations of what you have done, what you have accomplished, and what I firmly believe you're capable of doing, that within you lies the great potential, and I'm convicted in the belief that you will rise to that potential to do a far better job than our generation has done preceding you. And as you move into those leadership roles, I also firmly believe that you will leave for the generation that follows you a much better place than you inherit from us. So I stand with you today in appreciation for what you have done, what you have gone through, but also filled with hope for the future for all of us, because I have seen evidence of that potential in each of you and of you collectively. At this time, the Greenville High class of 2020, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, having successfully completed all the requirements for a South Carolina high school diploma, upon recommendation of your faculty and your principal, by the authority vested in me by the state of South Carolina, and the Board of Trustees of Greenville County Schools, I pronounce you, the Greenville High Red Raider class of 2020 graduates. You may move your tassels. Congratulations.
Members of the audience, as this ceremony format is new to us, please follow these procedures as we close. We would like all the attendees to maintain social distance requirements. And audience members, if you would, stay seated as the graduates exit. Graduates, no longer seniors, you're graduates. You'll be let out by your staff section leader. And attendees, if you see a Greenville County Schools employee or maintenance workers, or a Bon Secours employees or law enforcement official, please take a moment to thank them for making this event possible. This was a monumental undertaking, and we're so glad for their efforts today. Thank you again. Please get home safely. You may play the processional.
We would like to thank everyone for attending today's ceremony at Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Please be sure to maintain social distancing as you exit on the way to your vehicle. We appreciate your efforts. We would like to thank everyone for attending today's ceremony at Bon Secours Wellness Arena. Please be sure to maintain social distancing as you exit on the way to your vehicle. We appreciate your efforts.